I'm like, and I'm in front, and they're like, they should mention any instrument, and I'll draw it.
Hey, Asemu.
You don't even know how bad it is. They mentioned some saxophone. I was there drawing trumpet, and I was so good.
Hi guys, welcome back to Stay by Plan, right? Not another episode, but Stay by Plan. We're in the studio with someone really special.
Yes.
He's called, okay, before that, if you're watching on YouTube, you already know who it is. If not, you will know through the description. Okay, so before we start, I want to say hi to Erefua and Eugene. I saw them at Buffy's. I was in my Clarkett mood. I was having like a meeting with some work people, and then they came there and they listened to Stay by Plan. Thank you guys so much for listening. And yeah, do you have any shout outs, Zuu?
I had a lot.
They said that they like how you have your notes today. You're like, okay. So I met this person
And you know
at
what's
Zen
crazy?
Garden.
Like literally right now, all my notes have vanished on my phone.
But you had some in your
I
notes.
had some of my notes, yeah.
Okay. So now to the guest. I've still not introduced you.
I feel blessed though. I think it's nice. It's nice. I've wanted to be on the show for a while, but
Really?
So.
We've also wanted him for a while, right?
We actually have, yeah. We've had a lot of discussions. I think there was one time that we tried, but you were busy or we were busy or something, yeah. But you know.
God's time is a burst. We have the one and only Major Sky Scrapa
Woo.
in the studio.
Come on.
He is a musician, right?
Yeah.
He's a graffiti artist, right?
Very nice.
He's a painter, right?
Yeah.
He's a fashion designer.
Yeah.
Are you actually?
I am.
You see, I did my homework, right?
Nah, you're guessing, but it's good. It's good.
So what else? What else?
Oh.
Let's see the homework.
He's a model.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why you play with that?
He does a lot of things.
Yeah, he does a lot of things.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Trotro station.
Oh, wow, that's wild.
Yeah.
That's really
Since when?
You don't take Trotro, that's why. Start taking Trotro.
Hey, which matter with this? Hey. Okay, that's interesting. So yeah, welcome to Stay by Plan. We're very excited to have you here.
Thanks, bro.
And yeah, let's get into it. So for me, there were, out of all the things that we've listed, the most interesting thing for me, and what is I guess you're most known for, is your graffiti art.
Yeah, true.
And I don't know if you guys know, but where I'll say like 90% of the graffiti art you see in Accra, this is the guy behind it.
Ghana police, if
If you are looking for him, we have found the culprit.
Why you guys doing that?
Yeah, I found him. But yeah, let me go right into that. Like, have you ever been spraying and the police will come say, "Hey, Massa,
What are you doing?
what are you doing here?"
Nah, I've not had that before though. Police? No, not police though. People. Okay, maybe in Kenya when I was in tech, I had like they call them Adakwa police on campus. So they drove by and they were like, "Oh, why am I spraying the wall or something?"
Yeah.
At least when they hear me speaking English, they think that okay, he's from like the foreign place or something.
Damn.
Like I can't call it police. Maybe authorities,
Okay.
security or something of that sort. So
Yeah.
they'll just ask me questions.
But let's just like backtrack. Have you always been like an artistic person, or is something that developed in uni, or it's not like a surprise for everybody that is what you do?
Nah, from birth, I've been drawing like
From birth.
yeah.
So
But
you used to draw with your sorry lack of work.
You don't even know.
But yeah.
Yeah, so behind my books, like any book you give me, like
Sketches.
you see, it's easier because my mom is a fashion designer, so she draws, and my dad is like an architect, so he draws.
Oh wow.
Yeah, right.
Kind of, I just picked it up. Even though we are three, I'm the one that just picked it up like fully, and
Right.
like yeah. So I just stored it, and yeah. So ever since they gave birth to me,
You've just been drawing.
yeah.
But then how do your parents feel that you are using your artistic side for something more like unorthodox, like street type vibes? Obviously you're not doing like architecture.
My mom is on the side of, are you making money from it? Okay, then we are good. You
Right.
understand?
Really?
My dad was on the side of, I think they were both on the side of like, me growing up, it's like, you have to do the other stuff than do this. But it wasn't forced on me.
Right.
Because I was like, even if you give me a homework, you come back and behind the book, I'm already drawing.
Like
But I'm not
finish your
done. What do you mean? Yeah, like I was already, I've not done the, see, they'll beat me. So they just felt like, we can't do anything with this boy, but allow him do what he wants to do. So I'm like, I think I'm strongly like those visual art students. Like I represent the culture of what it is, what people see a visual art student is. I'm that one.
So that means from SS through to uni, all your courses have been in line with your talent.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So when your parents realize that, okay, this guy is like, the art is within him, do you feel like they just decided to nurture it and they encouraged you to, to explore it?
It was we can't do anything with him. Let him do the art type of thing. It's like at least like in the space of the way he's going, he might probably not pass his exams and stuff like that. Because I think it got to a point before I knew I was like, I don't see this on air, but like I don't use the word dyslexic as like a thing if I'm like saying it, because I got to a point before I knew I was that, because I'm slow, but I'm very creative in certain space. And my mom and my dad didn't know about that. So they're just gonna be like, nah, he has an issue or something of that sort. So I just became very angry because I knew that they wanted me to act in a certain way, but I was just used to this other way. And I really wanted to do what they wanted me to do, but
it was
not just working. You see, so like Stars on Net is like a funny movie. My mom used to tease me like, you see that boy, that's you. Like we could do anything with you, so you just have to do the art. It's like, let's give him a reason to go to school. So since they are doing art as a course, let him just do it, type of thing. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So then how did you know that? How did you finally know that you had dyslexia? Is that how you pronounce it? Dyslexia. Why are you laughing?
I even stumbled on it, but I'm just
funny?
letting it slide.
What's funny?
Never mind. Sorry.
Oh, yeah. I think I was watching TV one time and they were talking about it. I think the description of the kid, about a kid being creative but being slow in certain aspects in school. So they tend to label the child as like your hair dye or your something of that sort. Like you see, so it's like he grasps with pictures. He has like a pictorial memory and stuff like that. So they mentioned other stuff that just fits in. So I read about it and I felt like, this is like
relatable.
Yes. But the thing is that same people would not believe it because like I grew out of it because I finished the second class upper student and I've like hardly not failed my exam since I came to Ghana. So all that is like, bro, you just didn't want to. You were not interested in it. It's like, when they say some people are lazy, but they like to do what they want to do. Yeah. So they just felt like I just wanted to do that. I just didn't care about what anybody else was saying. But I don't think that's it. I feel like I just became self-aware of myself and
You said since you came to Ghana.
Out there, since where did you come from?
Me and a Niger boy, you never hear.
Oh my
Have fun now.
Honestly, I love Nigerians. I'm a Lagos baby now, low-key. Where were you staying? You're in Lagos. Okay.
Were you like?
That's why I stay every time I go.
Yeah. You're not a bad girl.
Oh, wow.
Sorry, you Niger bonding.
Yeah, because like my work takes me to the mainland.
You're in streets, cause like.
Anyway, guys, for those of us who don't know about Nigeria, I have a question. Were you like Ghanaian growing up in Nigeria, or
like how?
Like you're Ghanaian, but you grew up in Nigeria. That's what it is.
Nah, my mom and dad are fully Ghanaians.
Okay.
And you guys just lived in Nigeria.
Yes, like that's it.
Oh, okay.
My dad was working in the UK, and he came to Ghana, and somehow he got work in Nigeria.
Okay.
So like when he was there, he just gave birth to us there. Like
okay.
Why didn't he give birth to you there?
In the UK.
Yeah.
You think about it sometimes,
I'm not thinking anymore. That was pure wickedness, bro. Pure wickedness.
You can come to Lagos. Give birth to you.
See, you can't even get how pissed about. I was like, anyway, not even Ghana, Nigeria.
That's wow.
But like, that's probably one of the proudest things. Like growing up as a Nigerian, it's like you go be hard though. You go be hard guy by force.
Yeah.
And then when did you come to Ghana? How old were you when you came to Ghana?
Oh shit! I came to Ghana the day Susie Williams died.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That was like what, 2000?
That's 2001.
2004.
No, it's 2005.
Ish.
Yeah, because my sister won Miss Malika 2004.
Right.
And it was like a whole big thing, and we all had to come to Ghana. And the day I came out, I was like, this sexy woman I wanted to meet is dead.
Yeah.
Oh damn.
So you always remember it.
Yeah, I remember very well. And it was Buzz. Buzz was on TV. I was staying at Nongwa. So I remember seeing it on TV, and they had Buzz was like a network.
Yeah.
Like a guy called Babyface who was talking about it on TV.
Hey, Charlie, your memory is
Buzz is what became Tigo, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Okay, I remember that.
Buzz. Dun, 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 dun.
Wow. Sorry, you take on fast, man.
It's just game. I'm so sorry. Yeah. Okay. So what was, before we go back to the graffiti thing, did you have any like culture shock when you were shifting from Nigeria to Ghana? And even though like you were pretty young.
Though I think in Nigeria, if you drink anything, you can throw it on the ground. And I think I was passing my dinner and I threw, and they held me from behind.
Oh.
Because my mom already, like, it's a big thing. We have this, see, Ghana, you people have been chopping fans for like the longest.
Yeah,
because
I
we
hear
had
it.
this, Nigeria, like 80% of the teachers in Nigeria are Ghanaians.
Yeah.
Where, or like, they're Ghanaians. And they always put them in the right spot, like primary 4, I'm saying it in Nigeria.
Yeah,
like,
primary 4.
I have to say that, father. So, like, yeah, they were like in class 6 there, and they lash like bad. Yeah, so they know Ghanaian education is high. They also know Ghana is very neat, and they know we have lights, like mad lights. Like, it's not even a joke. Like, the light is so tiring that when I came to Ghana, I saw people sleeping in the afternoon. I was like, I people can't sleep in the afternoon. Yeah, so that's just it. I think the man just, it wasn't even the police officer. It was just a man that, hey, we'll catch you. Hey, from that day onwards, I put everything in my pocket.
That's crazy though. That's people in Nigeria see Ghana as a neat place.
Yeah.
That's wild because I don't see Ghana like that personally.
Yeah. But
Okay, right now I'll say maybe it's not as like
As
Neat
you
as
as
it
used to
clean.
be. Yeah.
Oh, man, it was amazing.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
But I can see why people say Ghana is neat, because if you compare like certain cities in Accra to certain cities in Accra, that doesn't make sense. Certain cities in Ghana to certain cities in Nigeria, maybe you say, okay, if I look at how Nima is, it's not as dirty as maybe an equivalent to Nima in Nigeria.
Oh,
So in as much as we are all dirty, maybe there's levels.
right,
maybe,
right.
maybe.
Okay, I see.
I said maybe.
I see. You already Nigerians are looking for you. They lose talk too much.
Yeah. So back to the whole graffiti stuff. When did you start officially spraying walls? And like, how has it been so far? Why did you start it?
Yeah, like where
Like,
the inspiration and everything. Like, how did you start doing that?
Okay, so it's like two. The question is like two. I don't
It's
know.
too borrowed, yeah.
So you start from the inspiration and then go into how you actually started.
Okay, so the inspiration is my home has always been open to music, and growing up, hip hop was a thing. So I just picked up hip hop as part of something that I like.
Yeah.
Now I already love art.
Right.
I even fell in love with tattoo art before like main art, because I could draw almost everything. I used to have competition where I would draw like X-Men on the wall straight from my head. I could draw every character from X-Men. So it was that. So I think because I started doing art and I did fine art in KNUST, by level 200 we had to pick like certain interests to foster the art we want to do. And I felt like hip hop was something I wanted to like talk about, especially the influence it had or it has on our society, the way we think, the way we dress, all that. I wanted to like explore that with my art, and I found out that graffiti is an element of hip hop. So we have breakdance, rap, DJing, beatboxing, and graffiti.
Yeah.
So I just felt like, oh shit, I could use this as a point to like put my work out there.
Right.
So now we go to how I started.
Yeah.
So level 200, I was like, okay, let me see. I did on the paper with like some stuff. And my lecturers were like, come on, if you're really going to do this, bro, go out and do what you have to do. So I just bought like one can, which was mad expensive. Like even the local can was like mad expensive. And I was still scared. So I would probably draw the stuff, and I was doing it like the way they did it outside overnight. So by the next day you come, it's already on the wall.
Yeah.
And they were like, nah, they're still not feeling it. They want me to do whilst everybody's around. We need people to talk about art. And I think it was a bit of controversy, because people look at artists as you're useless. But on campuses, they'll talk about maybe other courses, but they'll probably not talk about the arts people. We look like the people who are dating campus and stuff like that. So I'm like, okay, I need to push this, because every other thing in my life, I'm proud of it. But I think I've gotten to the space where I'm also like, everybody goes like, artist, yeah, what are you for? So I'm a bit shy to put it out there. So I said, oh, no, I need to start putting it. I told people that I started treating it like barbering salon. I was using the people's work to practice. Like the way you use somebody's head to practice how to cut. Yeah. So I'll tell you that I could do the work. Even though I know I can do the work, I'll say, I can do it. I'll use spray cans to do it. And I'll use your wall to practice. That way I get more cans.
Yeah.
Then I come back to campus, then I use it to do works on the wall. So I just do it. And I think I was fast learning because I was interested in it. And you see, I said I fell in love with tattoo art. I like art that is difficult to clean. That way you can brag with other people that they can't fit you on the art. So instead of drawing with pencil, we draw with pen.
Yeah.
Like,
Right,
you think you're the boss, come. So
Yeah.
graffiti was like the next level for me. Like, yeah, we can clean this. Let's see if you can.
Yeah.
So I started doing it, and yeah, I just blew up from there.
Interesting. So like because now I feel like it's kind of become a part of Accra, street culture.
Yeah.
Where we see your art around and everything. You've done some political images as well.
Maybe.
I love it.
I'll just say so. If you guys, if you know Trade Fair, right? There's some war on the side of Trade Fair.
He begs. He really
I'm
begs.
not begging.
I'm not saying
He said he's not begging.
But yeah, I'm already this.
Don't mind.
I'm not saying it's him. I'm not saying it's him, but there's a war. If you go to trade, it's not even
It's an
a war.
example.
The whole Trade Fair, Trade Fair, the side, the back. If you go and you see anything on the wall,
But you didn't do all that.
he did all of it. He did all of it because he actually signs them as well. You know what I mean? So he signs them too.
Oh no,
But
I
yeah.
didn't do all that.
We actually did.
Yeah, my alter ego did or something. Or somebody else did it.
Right. Okay.
But let's just say yes.
Them ones, yeah. But yeah, I've seen like there's some Nkrumah ones and there's one of Ebony.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've
You
seen
did do the SpongeBob one.
the SpongeBob one. Yeah,
That's my favorite.
that's my favorite
That's
too.
actually my favorite.
I don't know that blew up so bad on
Yeah,
Twitter
yeah.
that it just
Because it's really cool. Like, how do you even get the idea? Because it was just a rectangular block.
yeah. So like I told you, see, because of the way I am, I see stuff in different forms. So I pass there all the time because I just live at Labadi Villas. So I pass there when I'm going to work in those. When I used to work in those.
Yeah.
So anytime I'm at the traffic light, I'm looking at the stuff like, this looks like a Minion. This looks like SpongeBob. This looks like I keep seeing a lot of them.
Right.
So I was like, no, one day I'll come and do this and stuff like that. And I like it when it's like maybe I'm pissed off, I'm not doing anything, and I zone out and I just wake up, pack up all the cans I have. Because I've been doing so much work. I have so much materials.
Yeah.
Leaving them behind my house, they start getting spoiled.
Right.
And the initial idea was not to do just commission, was to inspire the streets by doing something else aside from what everybody else is doing.
Right.
Yeah.
So I just said, nah, let me try this on this and let me see how it goes. And
Yeah.
boom, it just blew like that.
Yeah.
So that's so cool.
Yeah. That's hard. That's definitely my favorite piece.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's my favorite piece.
So you guys don't like that we did like Accra? The one
Which one?
opposite Accra Mall, the big one on the side. That's the
Oh,
one I inspired the rest at.
right. Yeah, I've seen that one
I still
too.
like the SpongeBob.
I've seen that one too. That's also really cool. I didn't know you did that one though, but
Yeah,
I've seen
we
that
did
too.
I did with a couple of other artists too.
Yeah.
Shout outs to them though, but like it was something we pioneered to do so that the government to give us spaces so we can cover up the walls where people post bills on them.
Okay.
And yeah, obviously the politics behind it, they give it to some people or some stuff like that.
Yeah, we know.
I was about to even get into that, but not into that. Just me, I'm a Pharaoh, so I want to know, like, if my art enters me, and then I go and buy my spray cans, can I just get up and just spray any wall? Have you done like your research? What's the
Yeah. How do you know where to
legalizations? Like,
spray
how do
and
you
where
know?
not to spray?
So first off, they are
Why are you laughing?
Cause okay, I'll see what I have to say. Cause yeah, first off, most of the walls are owned by people. So sometimes I go to talk to them, like, I want to do this on your wall,
Yeah.
and they'll accept it, and I'll do it on their wall. Some walls are free walls. I just know they are free walls because like maybe it's an abandoned building, or the wall is poking out of a certain portion.
Yeah.
I just do it there, or maybe let's use the old Larry's way. Nobody was there anymore. It was
Yeah.
just a caretaker. So I showed up and I'm like, oh, I know you guys shoot videos here, but I want to do something to just make the place more nice. It's to draw more market for you. I always make you know the benefits you are getting and I'm not even getting that. So I'm like, it's to draw more market for you. And sometimes they're a bit more, they don't think you do anything nice. But because I work very fast, in a day you see it. So even if you go out to buy something, by the time you come back, I'm done.
Yeah.
So then people start coming, then now they want to give me more walls. Certain people see it online, they be like, oh, come and do this. But you see, me starting, shout out to Echo House. They gave me like some of my first gigs from Tidal Reef. Like I had to hit them up like, yo, I need to do this for you guys. So some people don't have the idea of putting an artist on board, but I will tell you that, yo, I want to be part of your stuff. That way I get permission to do stuff with you guys. Then I did Charlie Wate. And I saw the boys. I thought we were about to team up, but not knowing that everybody's on a different part. The artists, they just don't like themselves. I didn't like that energy. And I also didn't like the fact that we'll do works there and in the next year we have to come and clean it. We're not leaving any legacy at the place.
Yeah.
So I was like, instead of me doing it just there, let's do it in other places that makes more sense. And yeah, I just took out myself and I was like, yeah, I'll do it in more places. Because graffiti is not even supposed to be like that. It's supposed to be without permission, go on the streets, do something somewhere overnight.
Yeah.
The next day people see it and it's like, wow.
Yeah.
But you see, because we don't have that, it's not vandalism yet in Ghana like that. Even though they might say it is, yes, it's just we've not been catching people for painting their walls, and we don't do bad graffitis. It's not like we are spraying anything. We are doing nice work. So it turns out to be like, oh yeah, these people are actually doing something cool.
Right. Yeah, so we were having a conversation, me and Scrapa, about like the cans and stuff. We're trying to get some cans for something. The price. I say so right now, it's not as if I can buy the primary can. Let's say mix it and spray on the wall.
Yeah.
Like, the stuff are really expensive. So how do you fund not even a habit, a hobby and a craft like this? Because it's expensive.
Yeah, so if I have work to do for somebody, I know it's not all the cans that will get finished. And some of the money I'm being paid, I use it to buy extra cans. But mind you, when I was starting, I was using local cans. It cost like 10 cedis.
Oh, okay.
But the acrylic cans cost like 90, almost 100 cedis. So that's 3 times the price.
Yeah.
And instead of using cans for the whole work, I'll buy maybe more paints.
Okay.
Because the paints spread more than so when I'm done with the paint, then I just use the cans to like finish it up.
Right.
Yeah, so I have like those. Sometimes I'll even charge somebody else's work double the price just because I need cans to do my own stuff.
Yeah. Nah, it is what it is. A game's a game.
Of course.
Yeah, so that's it. Yeah, so
It's not even necessarily double the price, because your value is your value.
exactly. You know what my worth is right now. It's depending if I've not been doing this. I can show you that I've done over 200 graffitis. And I've done some for like big people. I'm not. It's different when I was small.
Yeah.
Right now I'm big, so I can't. You know what I'm saying?
Because I see you do live graffiti at events and
that's
for
it's
years.
crazy sometimes.
I feel like the first
don't
time
like
I
when
saw
people
you,
behind me.
Watching you, right? I can imagine.
because people actually still stop and like watch.
Me, Mommy, I
want
stop
to see
and
what's
watch.
happening here. I think the first time I don't know if it was you, but I think it was you at Pental Week. Years ago.
Really?
Yeah, he had like they had this whiteboard and it was just like it was you and some other people.
Yeah.
The first
That's
one I
the first
saw
time
was
you.
Alaris Way. It was like, it wasn't Jameson, but it was like an event. This is very long time ago.
Jameson. That was like
Was it Jameson?
2018 or 19.
There was
Was
Yo-Yo
something.
Things. Yo-Yo Things did theirs, and
Okay.
Jameson came to do theirs.
Yeah.
But
Right.
I wasn't there for the Jameson.
Which one were you there for?
I was just doing mine. But see, if I tell you that story, it's like it's just a bit weird because we volunteered to do. We did some works for Yo-Yo Things at the trade fair at the Larry's Way.
Yeah.
And Jameson paid some of the other artists,
Oh.
and they came to wipe up our work.
Oh.
So it became a big problem. We're like, bro, we're trying to promote something here. You guys are taking money and doing this. It's not fair.
Yeah.
So yeah, it became like a whole. And I was cool with Jameson because I was like the first graffiti person they picked up.
Yeah.
And I started doing graffiti for them because they picked me up from Coke Studios. Coke Studios lunch in Ghana was probably the second time I did a big graffiti in front of like audience and people and artists. So
Yeah, real. Yeah, I think that's definitely one of the most interesting things I've seen. Like just seeing you and other artists doing live graffiti in front of. How is it like the pressure?
you know how when you're doing some work and there's a teacher standing behind you? Yeah, sometimes that's it. But you see, it builds character, it builds your mind. It's such a big thing because you're out doing it and you can make a mistake at any point in time. Sometimes you can even buy a can and you press it and nothing
It's
will
not coming.
It's false. It's done. Your money as shit. Bye-bye. That's it. So now you're there and people are behind you asking you questions. You're already like focusing and Charlie, it's crazy because when I did Coke Studios, I thought I was just coming. They're like, no, Sky, you not go finish show. You for wedge. If people come, then you go continue. Okay. So in my head, I'm like, okay, normal people say. And they were like, yo, so we have Sky Scrapa doing it. And I'm saying Trigmatic, EL, Miss Na, all the. I'm like, come on, these are celebrities. These are not even like my people. Like, I'm like, and I'm in front and they're like, they should mention any instrument and I'll draw it on.
Hey, Asemu.
You don't even know how bad it is. They mentioned some saxophone. I was there doing trumpet and I was so good. Yeah, I was so good. Like, that really got me. But like, yeah, it made me, like now you learn faster than ever. So that's it. So sometimes I just have earpiece and I do what I have to do. Sometimes I'll holler the whole crowd because now I know what, like I'm confident. So I'm like, yo, bro, yeah, then I'll do what I have to do and stuff like that. So
That's tough.
Okay, I noticed you usually have like a bandana on your face when you're spraying. Is it like health? Because let me tell you guys, we are supposed to spray together. And I looked inside Zoo's bag and he has brought a scarf for his nose. And it was one.
That scarf is always in my bag.
It was one. He didn't bring one for me.
That scarf is
So
always in my
I want
bag.
to ask him so that if there's any respiratory threats, I know that Zoo puts himself first.
That scarf is always in my
It's not
bag.
always in his bag.
It's been in my
I said,
bag.
hey,
You don't look in my bag, bro. It's been in my bag
I
for
swear this time. Anyway, so please.
Oh.
The friendship is over here. It's about
Assemble.
4. So you answer the question.
I think maybe from my point of view, it's the first time you're spraying, it's cool. For me, I've been spraying for a very long time.
Yeah.
I used to like the smell. I still do like the smell, but because I've been spraying for that long, it started like affecting my breathing and my hair, and I'll get headaches and stuff like that. So I was like, yo, I need to get a mask or something.
Right.
So even a normal nose mask is fine. But you see, me, I spray close to my nose.
Right.
If you're at arm's length and like you're spraying,
Should be fine.
yeah, you should be fine. That's if you're outdoor. So yeah, but just doing it at some point, you get close because you want to get accuracy, you want to enjoy what you're doing and all that. But don't worry, I got you. I have a nose mask.
Thank you very
Hey,
much.
strapped. Love it. Nice. So, if someone wants to reach out to you to come and paint something in their place, what's the process like? How does it work?
Certain times I have to go to the location, but that's extra money for me. Like, sorry, that's like sometimes there's extra money and I might probably not get a job.
Yeah.
And I've gone all the way to the space.
Yeah.
So sometimes I just say, okay, you know what? Send me a picture of the space, or let me know the size of the space
Okay.
and what concept you're looking at. Once I get that, I can give you a round quote of how much it will cost to do it.
Okay.
If we agree on what it is, if you need me to fly, I'll fly and come. Sometimes some people don't know what
You don't know what they want.
So I said, okay, fine. Let's just go with variety. Is this something about music? Is this something calm?
Okay.
If I get it, if it's about music, I'll send you a couple of references. I'll send you like 10 references. So at least you can, it's to juggle your memory to see which one you would like me to do. And yeah, I just move from there.
Nice. So, I guess moving away from the painting, we can talk about some of the other stuff you do.
Yeah.
Which we know you do music,
Yeah.
model, and all those things. Let's talk about your music.
Yeah.
Conflict of nature.
Yeah, tell us about that.
With the con.
Oh, that's a good one though.
Yeah, I've been doing my homework.
That's good. That's good.
So what's the inspiration, and then why all the songs start with con. Such a fool. Yeah.
Conflict of nature was because I started, like I said, I grew up listening to hip hop. So hip hop was always, I freestyled in school and stuff. I used to even dance, girl. That's how crazy it was. Like I was doing so much. Everybody's like, yo, you're MC.
like,
I can come on stage. I'll MC. I'll say, yeah. So the next person coming is a guest surprise. That's me. I'm going back and I come back. I'll rap and I'll come back and come and dance again. Now it was that bad. So, but I was rapping a lot. So rapping was like my first love. And I think I started writing songs for people because I couldn't sing that much. So that I could write for people to sing. So I was always doing that. So conflict of nature is just me getting to a space where I've gotten to uni. I'm not doing music that much. I started pushing art more than I was pushing music. And my homie, shout out to Trinity, wanted me to come back to music. And I was like, bro, I have a studio, bro. Let me help you out. What do you want to do? I was like, okay, let me do what I want to do right now. What do I mean? What do I want to do right now? That's so weird, but like, let people know that I have a conflict with maybe what type of songs I want to drop. And it's like a conflict of nature. Like my every being has been like that. So conflict of nature is like what my parents wanted me to do versus what I want to do.
Right.
Also love, because everything became corn. So there's like conflict of like me and Obia. And you know when they say me and Obia, it's like you're stubborn. You don't want to listen to anybody.
Yeah.
But we're also in a space where somebody will tell you that block all the noise, believe in yourself and do what you have to do.
Yeah.
So it's like a conflict of two things. Same way with love. You want to love somebody, but there's also the conflict of maybe it might break your heart. Like the way he said, it was conflict.
Hey. Hello.
I'm not throwing you there.
The keys. The keys.
Let me sit down properly. I
The
beg you.
keys.
So that's it. And yeah, everything, that's why I did. But that's like way back. Because I did that like 2017.
Yeah.
I have one I dropped with Kelvin Soul, which is more to the Ghanaian market. Conflict of nature wasn't to the Ghanaian market. It's just letting you people know what type of person I am. Right. So everything was very personal in that album. Like, yeah, but that's like the last album I dropped before I did like an EP with Kelvin Soul. And yeah, I'm about to start dropping like major Sundays. That's like freestyles on Sundays. Okay. Yeah, just to like keep people there.
Yeah. Okay. And yeah, we know you're a model. I've seen you on billboards, in ads.
Yeah.
You know, Jameson and some other brands. Yeah. How did you get into that? Was it something that just came your way, or you purposely said, "Oh, I want to model"?
I think I don't know how to even fit this. I think I fell in love with the fact that my sister wanted me to smile like her at the time. And I wasn't in Ghana then. But when I came, I saw like the whole hype about it. And I was like, oh, it's good to be so cool to be popular type of thing. So I've always been telling her that I wanted to model or be in an art because I feel like that would send my school rocking. Like everybody would be like, that kid wasn't somewhere. I'll be so happy. But my sister just came, I don't know, for some reason, she was laughing about it. And I got to Tech and I was like, Charlie, I really want to do this, like for real. Yeah. So how do people do it? And I'm like, she's like, you have to go for audition. I was like, audition.
Yeah.
I hate something that I'll have to do and I'll fail.
Yeah.
So I didn't want that at all. So I said, okay, I'll jam my eye and do it, right? Yeah. So I had a couple of people that just put me like, oh, go for this audition. And I tried. I went to Apex and never got one. I didn't get one from Apex. Every time I go for audition, I can laugh and come out. Like, I know people will not pick me, but it's fine. I'll go home and stuff. But you see, it was quite difficult at the beginning because I was trying to also pioneer beard gang in Ghana. So same places I'll go to, they'll say, would you cut your beard for us to do the art if we required you to? I'm like, no. And like, go home. That's it. Like, you not cut your beard. Like, we don't need you to. So I was like, is that? And later I came, I was like, I'll cut it. I really want to do this. So I was pushing for it. And I think I got like a couple of arts to do. And it blew up from there. Because I was actually chasing it. People don't think you have to go for auditions. People think they'll just call you. I'm like, bro, nah, you have to be there. You have to act.
I've done auditions before. They didn't call me back.
Bro?
Yeah. I've done like 3. None of them call me back.
Except 3.
Back in the day.
3. Yeah. You're talking 20 years.
Yeah.
I mean, I just did my tour and I started listening. It's not
But I think also too, I was like taking a lot of people's, like, you know, when you start chasing the stuff, you have to go on Instagram to see what's happening. So I started following models that were doing the whole, because I've never been in like a model school or anything. So I just took pictures online and I'll call the boys who were popular on campus then, Kofi, Gog. And you see, we're all in the same space. So it was very easy to be like, yo, Kwabis go cut some picture I like, or can't cut me some. Then it was, boys were just taking pictures. And Instagram was still relatively fresh. So everybody was just trying to post pictures. So instead of me using my phone, I'd rather go and take pictures and I'll post it. So people started thinking I was a model, but I've never been like a proper model.
You never had like training and stuff?
Bro, it's just Tatashi and just ha. And
it's the fresh boy things.
Yeah, the fresh boy things.
So go and smile.
I said Tatashi, what's fresh boy now?
That's exactly what it is though. It's like fresh boy thing, just go and smile and then okay, cool. It works.
Yeah.
I'll go do one.
Yeah. Vim.
Yeah.
And go on.
Oh, go on.
Okay.
This nice and polite.
I saw your TikTok sometime. I said, this guy.
I'm sorry, guys.
No, but how will I even say this?
You know the question, so just answer.
I don't know the question. Nah, I would never do that. I would put myself in the.
Okay.
Let's all sit here.
Let me try and frame it in a safe way.
Safe way.
You have built a community of BBWs. Let me call them that. And he shows a lot of love to if you don't know what BBW is, just Google it. BBWs, showing a lot of love to the BBWs on TikTok. And I find it very interesting. You do a video, shouting them out like he's happy. Fred, this guy, some fine boy, all those things. And then you see them in the comments. They're like, oh my God. And then you see some slim girls too. Why? What about me? This guy. How did you how did that happen? Like, how did you start doing that? I mean, I find it so entertaining.
You guys are making it. How did I start doing that? Like I had a plan for it.
No. I mean, sometimes it just happens.
So what's the vibe? What's the?
No, I've naturally been attracted to big kids. Like I stare badly. That's one thing. I stare badly. So if I see like a big kid, I'm like, wow. Like I wish I could be big like you or something. Like I always had that, and I eat. Like you don't even know how bad it is. I eat. It's not like a bad thing. So I never get there. But it was never. Sometimes I ask myself like, why do I like them like that? See, but it was like a natural thing. But if you say it, everybody wants to put you down. I'm like, yeah, people like this. People like
This is what I
that's
like.
your
this is
preference.
what I like. It has nothing to do with. I use the word fat. So if you say it's body shape, that's cool. I'm only talking to those who think they are fat. I'm not here to follow anybody's rule. I told you, like, you see, so on TikTok, you see, because I love music, it's easy just creating content. So I'll do content for like beard. Maybe the boy doesn't have beard, I have a beard. So there's like, maybe I see a content about people saying, oh, they like this over this. Then I just say, oh yeah, I like big girls over this. So it blew up because now everybody's like, oh shit, he just did this for us and stuff like that. So it just drew them all to my space, and they're like, man, he's faking it. He doesn't like us. You'll never date a big girl and stuff like that. And I think I did that one time. I told him I did date a big girl, but it was wrong. Because why did I date her? Because she was big.
Yes, he was.
Right.
So I'm not looking at her personality, which became an issue because now I saw her personality. I was like, nah.
You the ball.
Yeah.
Oh, if you're watching this, sorry.
So sorry.
Now you know why he left.
Nah, that's not it. That's not it. It's nah, the way you said it made it horrible. Actually, like, nah.
No, but yeah, I feel what you're saying. Basically,
Yeah,
you just cannot have someone on face value just because you like thick girls. Doesn't mean that any thick girl that comes your way you should date. It should much more deeper than that.
Exactly. So that's not. She was a great person. She's still a great person. Like, I give it to her. Like, you know what I'm saying. But I think at the time it was wrong because what I was thinking about was like, oh, I just needed a big girl.
Yeah.
Right.
So I think that was what I was focused on.
Right.
And I was hyping her bad. You see, so I stopped that. And I don't want a girl to start feeling like, you guys are killing me.
Who's that guys? My face is serious. I'm listening.
You've already done yours. So yeah, that blew up though. And it became so much because now the slim girls feel like I'm dissing them.
That's what I was about to ask you next. That you actually see the slim girls like, yo, what's up? Like, so actually, let me ask you. So if you you meet a girl and a slim girl, you talk to her, you like her personality, everything.
Yeah.
But the only thing is that she's not your physical type.
Yeah.
It can't go anywhere.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Let me ask you a question.
See, I don't like. See, that's why I said I like you.
Right.
I date all shapes and sizes. If I'm right, if I said that right.
Yes.
So I'm not just looking at your body.
Okay.
I'm looking at every single thing.
Yeah.
See that it's going to be extra nice if it was a thick girl and her personality fits every single thing.
Yeah.
But I'm not just making it just about your body.
Right.
Yes,
Okay,
I
that's
need
good,
to know
that's
that
good.
yeah, you are there. You love yourself. You are killing it and all that. You see, so because I'm loving myself, I want to love you too, like the way you love yourself. So yeah, I don't have any issues with that. But I get it though, because when I was using the whole skinny thing, I'm like, I'm skinny. I just became small. I'm skinny. My sister, I have skinny. Why are you making it look like I have issues? Nah, you guys are already winning. Yeah, you guys are already winning in life. These big girls have they are coming with people diss them and stuff. And you hear boys say that.
Yeah.
Some there are a lot of boys that like take girls,
But they
take
hide it,
girls,
it's
but they
true.
will not take them out. They will not show them anywhere. So you've built that love for them, but you see like a conflict of nature type.
Yeah.
You get that. So
That's right. I like how he has tied it back to the you know.
yeah.
Okay, so when you came in, you were talking about how like, oh, you find what we do very interesting. Like, I've been doing my research. I saw that like you were doing like a lot of challenges in the past with your friends. Like,
Shout out to Roxy.
exactly, with Roxy, and then you had like this whole video about like song about KK. Like, basically, if you became like a crazy YouTuber doing like so many different things, I know you're already on YouTube. Like, it's not far fetched.
Yeah.
Right. So my question is, I don't even know what my question is, but like my question is, where do you see yourself, not in 5 years, but you get what I'm saying, like in the future with respect to the kind of things you're doing now? Do you want to diversify anytime, and what is the idea looking like for you? Makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
question makes
It does.
sense.
Yeah,
Okay.
It does. First of all, I like the fact that you acknowledge some of the stuff I do. Like
I
that's
was
nice.
really working hard.
Yeah, you tried.
Who said I should do my homework? So
That's good. That's good. That's good.
New season, new outfit. You get lashes and things.
Let it go.
I think that growing up, because I felt so timid in some of the stuff I do, and I felt like I wasn't so I felt like I had to build confidence for myself.
Yeah.
And I also had to pick everything one by one to push it out there. So music, I pushed it out there, but I'm not trying to force people to listen to my music. I'm just trying to do it. So if it blew, it blew. Art, I didn't have to ask people's permission. I know my art was good. So I just had to put it out there to inspire the young kids So let them know that, you doing visual arts, it's not a bad thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I did it. I went to KNUS, I finished, I worked. I'm being paid double the amount a regular average Ghanaian is being paid. And I want you to do it and enjoy it. You see, so I don't want your parent beating you at home that you're not doing arts and stuff like that. So I just felt like I got to a space where I could do so much of myself. Why am I limiting myself to do just one stuff? Let me do everything I can do. You see, so at first I used to allocate like a year to do something. So maybe this year I'll focus on just music. Then I did all that, and I'm like, okay, now everybody knows me for a lot of stuff. So now I have to just arrange the time and see how best I want to push them. So if you ask me what am I looking to do in the next 5 years, I think still everything though. Still everything that I'm doing, because currently I love them and I'm making money out of some of the stuff I do.
Yeah.
And that's just all. I actually don't really have long-term goals, because I don't know. I just try and do a little bit of a short-term goal type of person. But I think ever since I became 30 going, I think I'm more invested in like maybe building a house, getting a family, giving birth to 12 kids.
Hey,
Why? What's the problem?
You're not the first person saying this around me. In this Ghana, people want 12 kids.
Well, I've been just seeing people giving birth to like the plumbers, and since I gave birth to like 6 and 4.
But hey, Charlie, it's expensive.
I know a friend that told me that Charlie be hard, though, don't give birth. But he was saying that he was going to born again. Like, go born another one. Like, why? Who's tricking us?
The children.
crazy. Speaking of,
The thing is that I think I'll be very, very rich.
Maybe, you will.
So,
No wahala. Charlie.
if the money they why not?
Exactly.
Right, but yeah, speaking of kids, we also saw that you've been doing some work with schools, Project Big Save.
Yeah, man, shout out to Big Gun on that one.
Yeah, tell us more about that, like painting schools and stuff like that, right?
Yeah, so you see, when we started Beard Gang and the stereotype around Beard Gang, we wanted to change the perspective of how people see bearded guys. Even though right now it's a bit more like a lifestyle right now. We're going to schools and like looking at. I just had this picture in my head that all the NGOs you see, they are not guy. You see, so imagine a bunch of guys with J's, chains coming into the school and we letting you know that we used to be the boys sitting at the back of the class.
Yeah.
And they told us that we will not pass. And we all finished schools. We went to this and all that. And we are coming back just to encourage those behind. Because when people come to speak in their school, those are the ones that are talking, they are not listening. We used to be that. So it became such a big thing for me. So every little thing we can do to help a school, we try and do that, especially during No Shave November. So every time it's No Shave November, we decide not to cut our beard, our hair. We keep the money and we do donations. So different ways. But this was specifically to Big Gun. Big Gun felt like, he wants to do, he wants to paint a school. And I'm like, bro, why not? I'm so in for it. Because I feel like I've been put on this earth to just inspire kids a lot. Because people that are like me don't get it like that. So I feel like, let me just inspire the kids.
Yeah.
Because it's mad when a kid look at you and say, I look up to you, like you're my superhero. It's mad.
Yeah.
It's
crazy.
So, yeah.
I like that. Yeah. So, personally, I feel like I've had a very fruitful conversation. I've learned a lot about you.
Yeah.
I mean, because like I see you on the internet, I see you doing your art and everything. I see your arts as well.
Yeah.
But it's really inspiring to know the story behind it. Speaking about you coming from childhood, not really feeling school in general, but like you're really into the arts. And so just to see, or at least hear your journey from that point to now, to where you have become a renowned graffiti artist, I'll definitely say like probably the biggest or best known graffiti artist.
I feel like there are other people out there. Shout out to them.
There's definitely people out there, yeah, but
I'll take mine too.
Yeah, take
I think, you definitely like put your stamp on Accra. So maybe other cities, I don't know, but me, it's Accra down here, so that's why I see it. That's what I see. So so just really inspired by your story, and thank you so much for joining us.
Bro, thank you, bro.
Yeah.
We're trying to stay by plan.
Yeah, as you should.
As always, bro.
Before we wrap up, like, what's the future looking like for you, and what drives you to keep doing what you do? So that those of us who are now come to start our graffiti will know, like, it will be there inside. Like,
hard. Currently, I'm trying to finish the trade fair wall before they demolish it or something. But like,
Yeah.
I just had like a big passion that I can do so much on that wall. And I did go for permission, and they bounced me because they thought I had sponsorship and I didn't want to. But thanks to Ladma gave me the space. I'm trying to do more graffitis in different locations, because if you travel outside the country, you go to UK, other countries, America, there are nice graffitis of artists that speaks well to the city, and people will travel into this country
Just to see the arts, yeah.
So why are you undermining the artists and those people? We do this like, and I just don't want to do commissions. I want to do inspiring art, not just because I'm working for other people.
Yeah.
So I really want to inspire. That's on that side. For music, I'm just taking it as slow as possible and drop what I want to and inspire those, because I feel like hip hop was a thing here. And I even asked some of my bosses are like Cyril, EL, and those people. Those are people I'm cool with. And I always tell them like, yo, why did you stop? At least drop one song every month, but not in their pockets. But me too, also being a hip hop artist, I could drop something whenever I want to, just to inspire other kids that want to do that. As a model, I'm thinking of going outside right now. I'm tired of Ghana. Ghana really
We
pay
beg.
like that.
We want you to spray more.
I will spray, but I want
Go and do the
you
modeling
come
outside.
and-
You
come and
spray.
do- come
I just did one recently, so
Yeah, that was really cool.
Yeah.
Blackpool.
That was really cool. Yeah,
It's my guy,
yeah.
and it was working. I can't walk too now. Yeah, man. So I love that.
walk.
I love
Yeah.
that too. So I'm looking at how best I can do that also. So I'm just trying to do everything possible that is in my power and put it out there to inspire a different generation. Yeah.
Okay. And who would you like to hear on Stay by Plan? Like, who should we speak to this season? Because, like, we've set the ball rolling with you, high standard. Who should we talk to next?
Oh, have you guys had one love football?
No, actually, we're
yes.
supposed to.
We're supposed to like season 1 or something. Yeah.
Please get him.
Yeah.
Okay. One love, I guess.
He really represents Stay by Plan, and
Yeah.
like somebody I like. Me and him they so like that.
Right.
So yeah. So
Nice one.
this is just off the top. You know, sometimes when you ask the question, the person gets mind blocked, but like
Yeah.
it just came
It
like
just came to you. Yeah,
Awesome.
yeah.
Have you
It's
had
meant to
Bola
be.
C2?
Yeah.
That was last year. That was last year.
C2 is my guy, so that's good. What about Pure Khan?
We haven't had that kind.
Alright, cool. So
Nice.
yeah,
Nice.
those are like maybe the people I think of.
Interesting.
Nice one. And what song have you been listening to that you think the people should check out?
This is so bad. Because I've been listening to a lot of Nigerian songs.
It's okay.
Oh, it's fine. It's fine. It's allowed.
I'm a Niger.
And I'll probably just say Giza, Shay Vibes, and Benna Boy. Yeah.
That's a banger.
Okay.
That's a banger. Nice one.
Okay.
So yeah.
This is so weird. I should have said my own song. Right?
No, I'm
But
actually
it's
happy
you
you
said
didn't
the,
do
the
that.
way you asked the question.
No, but it's cool. You can plug this.
Nah, I don't want.
It's okay.
I'm going to stream it on my day.
Fair. So yeah. Thank you so much for joining us.
Bless
you.
you. And you
Yeah.
guys are doing great, man.
Thank
Thank
you
you,
so
Charlie.
much.
Guys. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
we
you.
hope we'll see you on this March of 16th.
Hey.
That was so amazing. That was so amazing. But nah, it's still correct though.
I don't think it is, but you reload.
I think because the way it sounded. Yes.
Ellie
it
said it
just
doesn't
sounded
sound
on
right.
the
Then I've really closed class today.
happens to be at rehab. So anybody that's coming by rehab, check out for my studio. It's now open like
Interesting.
Oh, nice.
Okay, then we'll see you. And we hope to see
March
you
of 16.
too. See you too.
March of 16.
See how Zoo behaves.
Let's
See how it
you get him.
Okay, guys. You know, it's like he likes to make jokes and like tease me, and then when I get angry, I look like someone who like has anger issues.
This one here is your fault. Nobody held your mouth to say
Okay.
March
Thank you
of
guys
16.
so much.
Ah,
Right, like
Pour salt and pepper inside of
yeah,
it.
but now this season, I'm not even like I'm paying no mind to that kind of energy. That's why I've turned my body this way. Yeah. Okay. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you next time and listening to. Bye.
bye.